Diddy, one of my idols, one of my mentors, made a comment, a unjust comment about R&B being dead when it hasn't died at all. It has evolved over time, but it hasn't died. Because you have the Hers, you have Lucky Day, you have Beyonce still do music. People consider her pop, but her vocal is more R&B focused, in my opinion.
There's tons of new people.
We say
tons of new people.
Ton of new people. Yeah. Thank you, because I'm about to go through a whole list. But it's not dead, and then I think it's just because Diddy is at a high place, so you're not necessarily looking down at all the upcomers. You probably just seeing what's popping or who's chart topping. Mainstream. That's the word I'm looking for. And R&B is actually my first love before hip hop. R&B is first, and hip hop is second. Honestly, it wouldn't be no hip hop without R&B, in my opinion. But it became a conversation over time, and I thought it's important to highlight that because it's not dead. It's live and well, especially it's live and well in Buffalo for sure. And I wanted to make sure that we highlight that. I've been to tons of hip hop showcases, but I haven't necessarily saw R&B focus, like vocalist focus. So
that's why.
We said?
Yeah, that's why. So that's why it was important to do R&B. To answer your first, like, is it dead? Nobody really thinks it's dead, but it was a nice little. First of all, this guy's been wanting to do an R&B showcase since like 2020. Right, this is something he's been talking about for 2 years, and we went through the whole pandemic or whatever. So we finally now getting the chance to really do it. So why not play on the whole theme, like, oh, R&B's dead. You know what I mean? We know it's not in here. We ready to show it. So, this is a dream that he's been wanting to do for a minute, and now we finally got the time to like make it a thing. So we're ready, man. It's gonna be a dope night. A lot of candles, a lot of like we're setting vibes. The mood, man. Mm-hmm. Like it's really gonna be like, I don't know if you guys probably, what's like your favorite genre?
You're asking the wrong guy because I listen to almost exclusively podcasts and sports talk radio.
That's true. You're right.
With the exception of like,
Taylor
when
Swift.
You're. No, I mean I listen to a lot of country music when I do listen to music, or like the only other time I really listen to music is if I'm like going out or doing something, or you know what I mean. And then it's whatever the mood, the vibe. I don't whatever the setting accounts for.
Right. So either one of you have probably been to like different shows, like
I've been to a ton of different concerts. I mean?
Yeah. So it's essentially what this is. We created a vibe. We found a nice space. You know what I mean? It's like kind of in between Buffalo and I don't know exactly.
It's Buffalo. In Amherst, so it's Buffalo.
It's Buffalo, and we've been moving around as EQ air quality for like a couple of years now.
5.
So we done met a lot of different people. So it was pretty easy to bring this cast or this crew together and really do this show.
And one of my big things is again, going back to how we've been going to a lot of different shows for hip hop. It's just like I'm seeing all these shows. Sometimes they're not well put together, and sometimes, more often than not, they are. And it's almost one of those things where we did a show in Fredonia, actually, in 2018, I want to say, and that was very successful. I love doing that. I love being able to create a vibe and have people walk away with their experience. And some people just like to put on shows and just put you on a stage and that's it. But when I do events like R&B Ain't Dead, I want you to come in and experience a vibe. I want you to be able to come in, relax, chill. There's an open. I gotta stop saying that. It's not open bar. It's a cash bar, and yes, they do take cars. Everybody asks me that, but I want to be able to create a vibe. And seeing the success that we did in 2018, it was a bug that just kept on pestering me. Like I need to get back into that because I'm not one that make beats, but I can create a vibe. I can put people in a room, and being able to go to all these different places and meet these different people. I says it's time to really come out, put myself back in my bag, and create this new vibrations of R&B, because R&B isn't necessarily being highlighted in Buffalo, just only hip hop.